Good afternoon, students. Today we shall discuss about weighted mean and combined mean. Weighted mean. When the values of the individual observations are having different priorities, then the normal arithmetic mean may not be representative average. That may not truly reflect the value and its importance. Weighted mean is the one which considers the individual values along with their corresponding weightages and is called as weighted mean, which is denoted by xw bar and is given by the formula sigma wx divided by sigma w. Here w is the weight and x is the value of the individual variable. Here we consider the value as well as their weightage to calculate the mean. So we call it as a weighted mean or weighted average. Let us go to a problem. An examination was held where the weights of different subjects and marks obtained are given below. Calculate the average marks. Subjects are stats, accounts, economics and M-Law. Here weights are 4, 3, 1, 2 and the marks are 80, 72, 60 and 45. So when value and its weightage is given to us, the appropriate average which we can calculate here, which truly represent all the characteristics, is weighted average. Weighted mean we can say, and the formula we are having for that is xw bar is equal to sigma wx divided by sigma w. So calculate wx, multiply weight and the corresponding x value, write the product here. Add all of them and write the summation here. Add all the weights and write down sigma w. Sigma w is equal to 10 and sigma wx is equal to 686. Substitute in the formula and the value is equal to 68.6. So the weighted mean is 68.6. The next, combined mean. When the entire data is divided into constituent subgroups, then the combined mean of the entire data is called as the combined mean and is denoted by x1, 2, 3 so on to n bar, and is given by the formula n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar plus n3 x3 bar so on plus nn xn bar divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3 so on plus nn. N1 is the size of the first group, x1 bar is the arithmetic mean of the first group. Similarly, N2 is the size of the second group and x2 bar is the mean of the second group. And so on, Nn is the size of the nth group and xn bar is the mean of the nth group. In this way, by using this formula, we can find the combined mean of the entire data even if it doesn't have the individual values that are present there. Only if we know the size as well as the arithmetic mean of the subgroups, that will help us in calculating arithmetic mean of the entire data, and that arithmetic mean here we are calling it as a combined mean. Let us go to a problem. There are 3 sections in a certain branch. The number of students and their average marks in a particular subject are given below. Find the average marks obtained by the students of all the 3 sections. Section ABC is given to us. Average marks x1 bar 80, x2 bar 75, x3 bar 55. The number of students n1, n2, n3, that is 50, 60 and 50 respectively, are given to us. The average marks of all the students in the 3 subjects, that is a combined mean x1, 2, 3 bar we can call it as. Since we have the 3 subgroups here, we can call it as x1, 2, 3 bar is given by the formula n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar plus n3 x3 bar divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3. Substitute the values here. n1 50, x1 bar 80 plus n2 60, x2 bar 75 plus n3 50, x3 bar 55 and so on, 50 plus 60 plus 50. By simplifying, we got the value as 70.3125. This is a combined mean for the entire data, or it's a combined average marks of all the 3 subjects taken together. Thank you, students.